Hey, all you Horror Nerds listeners. It's Bonnie from the editing room here at the Horror Nerds HQ. And this week we are bringing you a very interesting, kind of a different episode. Our friend and co-host Samantha Hale hit the streets of Hollywood to go to John Carpenter's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony. So we're bringing you some clips from that event. And we also have a preview of our second part episode with Mickey Yablans coming up. So kick back, grab a pumpkin spice coffee, and enjoy.
It's showtime.
Misunderstood. Are you more bad than good? Welcome to Horrorwood.
Welcome to Horrors!
There goes the neighborhood. Horrorwood. The only place it pays to be a...
Hey, Kevin, how's it going?
It's going great.
Who were you dressed as?
R.J. McCready, helicopter pilot, U.S. Outpost 31.
And who directed that film?
John Carpenter.
Now, where are we right now?
We are on Hollywood Boulevard, getting ready to see John Carpenter get his star on the Walk of Fame.
What does it mean to you to be here in person to see John Carpenter?
This is like a dream come true. I was way too young to see The Thing when my dad introduced me to, but it had an impact on me, and I've loved it. It's my favorite sci-fi horror movie of all time. So.
What's your favorite horror film of all time?
Oh boy, let's see. Yeah, I gotta go with The Thing.
Nice. It's fantastic. And where are you from?
Originally from Kansas City, but I've lived in Southern California for about 12 years.
Okay, nice. And if I were to say, hey, why do you love scary movies, what would you say?
Oh boy, keeps you young. It's all about the attitude and the fun. So.
Awesome. Thank you.
You got it.
Thanks, buddy. Guys, who are you guys?
I'm Matt.
I'm Beka.
And why are we here in line?
Well, we're here for John Carpenter's finally getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Right? What took so long?
I know, right?
What are your top 3 John Carpenter movies?
I would have to go Halloween, Escape from New York, and it bounces between In the Mouth of Madness or Big Trouble. It's those two. I don't know.
Ooh, I would say Halloween, Mouth of Madness,
Yeah.
and I don't know, Big Trouble.
Yeah.
Are you guys like a horror couple?
Yes.
We are, yeah.
Yes.
We're getting married in October.
And Michael Myers is the
It's our
flower
flower
girl.
girl, yeah.
So
We're
so
very excited.
Congratulations,
Thank
you
you,
guys.
thank
That's
you.
the greatest thing I've ever heard.
It'll be fun.
Oh my gosh, are you going to have your honeymoon at the Michael Myers house?
So no, but we are there quite a bit.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Sleepy Hollow.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Amazing. And have you ever seen John Carpenter live before?
No, this is the first. This is the first time.
Do you think you're going to get the tingles?
I think so.
And are you going to go see him in downtown he's playing?
So no, because he's playing the night before and then the night of our wedding, actually. So
maybe he can.
Yeah, so maybe I can sneak out the night before.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We'll
What
see.
excuse is that?
I mean, you know what? Rick, that's fair.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, if I were to ask you guys, why do you love scary movies? What would you say?
I just think that it's a great horror community. I think the community is really cool and tight knit, and yeah, I would say it's for the community.
I love and this is the big thing that Hitchcock really was a master of, is I love the ordinary people in extraordinary situations. Like I love seeing, your Laurie Strodes, just your everyday people who have to fight this great evil or encounter this great darkness, and sort of how they overcome it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Of
much.
course. Of course.
Frank,
Hey, how's it going?
what is this insane mask and outfit you're wearing?
This is actually Halloween Kills Michael Myers, which I had specially made for tonight's event.
Did you make it yourself?
No, I paid to have it done.
So why is it that you went out of your way to make this incredibly screen-accurate, beautiful costume? Why do you love this movie so much?
Well, I'm originally from Illinois, Haddonfield, Illinois, so that's part of Michael Myers is what I love. And just when I put this mask on, I'm totally in character, and it's like, yeah, I'm Michael Myers.
Nice. You are the shape.
Yes.
What is Halloween your all-time favorite movie?
Oh, 100%.
What's your second favorite movie?
Friday the 13th, because again, he's Crystal Lake. I'm from Crystal Lake, Illinois.
Nice.
So
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Ever wonder what a final girl smells like? Spoiler, not fear. It's patchouli, passion, and a hint of vengeance, courtesy of the Magic Oil Box. Use code SLAYNERDS15 for 15% off at themagicoilbox.com.
Originally from Illinois, now live here in California.
And then any congratulations message for John?
Just want to say congratulations to you, John Carpenter. You are awesome. We're here for you. Wish I could just make more Halloween movies and see more of it, but you are awesome. Congratulations. Is it alright, Nikki? Is it alright if I sit down for a second?
Making, driven by an unwavering passion for the art of horror and practical effects. Yes, you. Over the past 3 decades, he has built an impressive career as a director, producer, and makeup effects creator, working with some of the most influential filmmakers in the industry, best known for his work as executive producer, director, and special makeup effects creator on The Walking Dead. More nightmares. He has helped shape one of television's most successful and visually groundbreaking series. His collaborations with John Carpenter include Village of the Damned and Ghosts of Mars, reinforcing his reputation for crafting gruesome yet innovative effects. Please welcome to the stage, Greg Nicotero. Good morning, everybody. Wow. Dr. Carpenter, that was a new one. I didn't know you were a fucking doctor. That's awesome. How great is that? So I'm going to start with saying everything that I'm going to say John's going to hate. So let's just get that out of the way right now. John and I share many, many things in common. We both love Godzilla. Right? There's a Godzilla around here someplace. We love playing music. And we love scaring the hell out of people. So it shouldn't be a surprise that we've been friends for around 30 years. So knowing John the way I do, after we've been in the trenches together on about a dozen films, one thing I can tell you is John would rather hear about you than talk about himself. He prefers not to be put on a pedestal or showered with praise, yet it's about time. He deserves a little bit of that. So whatever I say, I just read the same one again. With his films, John jokes that he wants infinite mortality, but the truth is, he doesn't realize he already has it. That's John Carpenter. Look, he has his own signature music sting. In every movie, it's pew! That's That's John Carpenter. And then you have the signature John Carpenter camera wipe accompanied with pew, and you know it's John Carpenter. I'm honored to be here and celebrate a man who just loves making movies, writing, directing, composing, acting. Yes, I think in The Fog, his line was to Hal Holbrook, "Hey, can I get paid, Father?" I mean, that's, which I didn't even have to look that shit up. I remember. That's what a nerd I am. He's fought for his art. He's bled for it and continues to follow his dream to this day. And he deserves this day and this praise. He's altered the way that we watch movies, and today's about recognizing his magnificent and unprecedented contribution to the film industry. And yes, it took me 3 days to write this. If I started naming the filmmakers that have been influenced by him, we would be here for a month because it's pretty much everybody in Hollywood. I could probably tell you the people that weren't influenced by John, but that would be kind of boring. And I couldn't find anybody. So, so it's with great pride that I'm here in great company with Kurt and Keith and Adrian and Clea and all these amazing people, all that I've worked with, Dean Cundy and Larry Franco, Mick Garris, paying tribute to my friend and my mentor. So I'm grateful to be here, and I think the one thing I'm going to hope is by the time this ends, we're finally going to find out if Keith David or Kurt Russell was the thing. So that's how we're going to end it. Congratulations, Sean. I love you to death. Thank you very much.
And now, let's get into our comic of the week, horror nerd style.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system, announcing the commencement of the featured Horror Nerds comedian, sanctioned by the Horror Nerds podcast. Laughter of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during this feature. All other weapons are restricted. Commencing at the siren, any and all laughter will be legal for a tight 5 minutes. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until 5 minutes from now, when the segment concludes. Blessed be our Horror Nerds podcast founders, a podcast reborn. May God be with you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host for the evening, the one and only Samantha Hale!
What's up, nerds? Hello! Hi! Welcome to the Horror Nerd the Believer, even though that movie sucked edition! Yeah, how many people? Do we have fans of religious horror in the house? Amazing. First of all, I want to give you guys a very special thank you. You did not go to AC/DC, you did not go to Coachella, it is Good Friday, and you're still fucking here. Thank you. Some of you missed the RuPaul's Drag Race premiere for this. Thank you. Or the big finale, I should say. Thank you. Where are my gay men? 2. Okay, they're all at the Abbey. Fantastic. Awesome. Well, my name is Samantha Hale. I am your host for the evening. Let's get into religious horror. You guys, happy Easter. Here's the thing. We've been fascinated with this shit for years and years and years. Just last year alone, 2024, we had a surge of fucked up movies coming out, right? Okay, so we had Heretic, Late Night with the Devil, The Deliverance, Azrael, Longlegs, The First Omen, Immaculate, The Exorcism, The Apprentice. A lot of them, right? But we love this stuff. I think my favorite might be, you know what, you guys? I'm gonna go with Late Night with the Devil. Woo! Did I see that? I thought that it was a documentary about working with Ellen DeGeneres. But it turns out it was about this on-air, this talk show host who was so desperate for ratings, he did a live on-air episode where he brought on a psychic, a parapsychologist, and a 13-year-old girl possessed by a demon. So it was about Jimmy Fallon. Also, you don't need a psychic to know that a 13-year-old girl is a demon. Have you met a Swiftie? We absolutely know. So Late Night with the Devil is probably my favorite, but I also really love The First Omen. Anyone seen that one? You should, honestly, you guys, go see it. It's a prequel. It's about how Damien came into play. Basically, the devil has to mate with his own offspring to create the Antichrist. So, yeah, so I took my, when I first started dating my boyfriend, I took him to go, whoopsie, took him to go see this movie. Also, I know this is a new couple up front. Yeah, good luck. So I took him to go see this movie. Now, he comes from a very small town, very Catholic background. So we see this movie, and afterwards, he will not make eye contact. For 10 minutes, he will not look at me. Finally, he says, I don't think I can copulate. I said, copulate? I'm sorry, is that Catholic for fuck? Like, what? That is the most scientific way to say have sex I have ever heard. Like, how National Geographic, am I an endangered panda or your girlfriend? What is happening? And the thing that I love the most is that his name is Isaac. It's so Children of the Corn, you know? That's what I think. Have you guys seen Children of the Corn? Yeah! Do you know what the scary part is? Children. There's some parents here, right? Like, remember in Insidious when the whole time we thought that it was the little boy that was haunted? Turns out, or we thought that it was the house, it was the little boy. The whole time. Kids are fucked up. Don't have them. I do love Insidious. You guys got an extra. Are you a mom? I can feel your pain. Okay. And welcome out of the house. Congratulations. You've gotten out. Fantastic. But if we're going to talk about overly religious, crazy, fucked up characters, we've got to talk about Stephen King for a second. Obviously, obviously, this comes to mind. I think one of the most, intense, one of the most fucked up quotes ever is, "I should have killed myself when he put it in me," which, of course, was Stormy Daniels. I love Stephen King though, and as a super nerd fan for Stephen King, I want to see a crossover series where all the characters come together from different books and solve each other's problems. Listen, you could let Pennywise eat the Children of the Corn. You could bury the fucked up dog from Cujo in the pet cemetery and he'd come back friendly. And you could let Carrie White telekinetically seal off and set fire to the Supreme Court so that women would have the right to choose what to do with their own bodies. I get flustered on that one. But here's the thing though, Isaac, he's not here tonight. Isaac, he's home babysitting my new kitten, Lily Munster. How great is that? I know, he's awesome. He's really amazing. He's such a good sport. Like, I even got him to dress up as Ed and Lorraine Warren with me. Not for Halloween, just role play. He doesn't know about that joke. I'm going full Freddy Krueger though. Like, I'm making him watch all these scary movies. I'm like, welcome to my world, bitch. Like, I'm just completely doing it. But I love The Conjuring. Are there Conjuring people? I love all of those movies. And the super cool thing is, you guys, they're all connected. Okay, so Father Perez from Annabelle. Did we all see Annabelle? Yeah. I love Annabelle. She's this cute little porcelain doll who happens to be possessed by a demon, but so is Ryan Seacrest. Who cares? So Father Perez in Annabelle, he is also in La Llorona, The Curse of La Llorona. He also appears Father Perez. So it's kind of cool. Like, that's how it ties it in. Did you guys see The Curse of La Llorona? Yeah. Pretty good movie, actually. So it's about this woman in Mexico in the 1600s, and she finds out her husband is cheating on her, and in a jealous rage, she drowns her own children in a river, and then afterwards she's like, whoopsie, I feel really bad now. So now she haunts children and drowns other people's kids for hundreds of years to come. And that movie takes place in Los Angeles in the 70s. I thought, wait a minute, we don't have a river. The only thing you can drown in is debt. Some people pay rent, okay? I hear that. But there's a lot of overlap with kind of priests I've noticed. Amityville Horror, classic, such an amazing movie. Do you guys remember, so Murray Hamilton, who plays the priest who doesn't believe the house is possessed. You guys, he's also the mayor in Jaws who doesn't believe there's a shark in the water. And in Jaws 2, he doesn't believe in making a good movie. I don't know why it's always the second one, Heretic, The Exorcist 2 is not good, Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is not our favorite. But I will say, The Exorcist is pretty amazing. Here's a fun fact about it. I just was watching this documentary. So William Peter Blatty, the guy who wrote the book, He wrote this book and no one wanted to read it. No one bought copies, like just nothing. And then one day he gets a call from the Dick Cavett show. And they say, hey, Robert Shaw, who plays Quint from Jaws, he was supposed to be our guest today, but he got blackout drunk in the green room. Can you come talk about your book? So he goes and he talks about it. The next week, it's #1 on the New York bestseller list. How amazing is that? So basically, we wouldn't have The Exorcist without Jaws or alcoholism. Thanks, Jack Daniels. But The Exorcist, we all love The Exorcist. By the way, are there dog people in here? Are there any dog people? If anyone is looking to adopt a dog, please check out the World Heart Foundation. It's Linda Blair's organization. She has some amazing, adorable pitties. Please do that. Anyway, so The Exorcist 3, let's talk about it. Have we seen it? Yeah. Thank you, fucked up people. Okay. The Exorcist 3, it's directed by William Friedkin, who did the first one, which is why it's good, but it's super, super dark. It is so dark. It was literally Jeffrey Dahmer's favorite movie. He watched it every day. I mean, he really ate it up. This side of the room does not like me. Okay. That's fine. But what I love about The Exorcist 3, so it's George C. Scott plays the lead detective, and Brad Dourif plays the killer, so it's 2 hours of Patton yelling at Chucky. It's awesome. It's so good, but it has 2 of the most iconic jump scares, I think, ever in all of horror history. The first one being the hospital scene. Do you remember? This like hooded figure pops out of nowhere and beheads this poor nurse. And then right after that, there's this heaven scene, and out of nowhere, Fabio. What? What the fuck? I mean, I guess it just proves that, like, the Exorcist movies, they truly are about a crisis of faith. Because, first of all, why is Fabio there? And second of all, why can't he believe it's not butter? I can't say it with a straight face. I don't give a shit. I love that joke. But so here's the thing about The Exorcist. When I was like doing some more research on it, apparently there's a debate about what is scarier, The Exorcist or Hereditary. Is that a thing? I'm sorry, do you guys like Hereditary? Yeah. Couple people. That's fair. Listen, I feel like Hereditary is one of those movies where either you fucking love it or you fucking hate it. Yeah. You know, I don't know. It wasn't my favorite. I feel like it's the cilantro of horror. Either it's amazing or it tastes like soap. And like Midsommar, I'm like, I felt really bad for the bear. That was the thing. But the thing about Hereditary, I wanted to know how other people felt about it. So I went on IMDb and I read the reviews. There were some pretty fun review titles on there, you guys. A dying snail on crutches moves at a faster pace. I LOL'd when the girl's head popped off. And you guys know it's about this family. They fall victim to a demon summoning cult, and it was grandma the whole time, right? But my 2 favorite ones were Supreme Evil taken out by a nut allergy. And my personal favorite, I couldn't relate. I fucking hope not. Welcome to Horror Nerd, you guys! Thank you so much for coming out and being here. I'm really excited for tonight. It's going to be a super weird, crazy show.
With 6 nominations, as well as a Tony Award nominee, he's captivated audiences across film, television, and voice acting. A defining aspect of his career is his collaboration with director John Carpenter, where he delivered unforgettable performances in 2 cult classics, starring as Childs in The Thing, bringing intensity to one of the most iconic sci-fi horror films of all time, and he then cemented his status as a genre favorite with his role in They Live. How many times have you all seen all these movies? Beyond his work with John, our next speaker has appeared in major films such as 21 Bridges, Crash, Platoon, Requiem for a Dream, and Remember Me, the Mahalia Jackson story, and many others. Please welcome to the stage Keith David. First, let me clear this up. It wasn't me. Okay? I believe that there are good movies, bad movies, and important movies. John Carpenter, my friend, makes movies that are both good and important, and at times, prophetic. Which makes him not just one of the best directors of all time, but a visionary. I'm so happy to be a part of this celebration because John Carpenter gave me my first movie job ever in The Thing. And here we are, 40 years later, celebrating John and his timeless works as he gets his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Halloween, The Fog, They Live. People tell me all the time when I go to these, the Comic-Con things, that these are among their favorites, if not their most favorite. I once had a teacher who would ask, do you know when you're in the presence of something beautiful? Well, when working with JC and the cast of The Thing, I knew I was in the presence of something beautiful. I mean, it just doesn't get better than that. It was beautiful, not just because of the end result, but because of the process that John uses to get us there. John has the ability to understand and communicate what we as actors need, and that only enhances each actor's performance. And while being on set with John is work, mostly it was fun, and I'd work with him again anywhere, anytime. Congratulations, my friend. Thank you for setting the bar so high and including me in this journey. And this honor is so well-deserved and well-earned. Wait. Thank you, Kurt, Keith, Greg, and I forgot, I'm dealing with a director. He's telling me what to do, but that's not in the script. Go. Out of the way. Well, we have a few more things. We have a special presentation for you, and then we'll get to the moment we've all been waiting for. So, 2,805 stars have preceded you. Stars of creativity and genius and innovation. But there's only one John Carpenter, and you will get star number 2,806 in just a moment to add to this amazing pantheon. So this really is the Street of Dreams, but it's also a real place in the city of Los Angeles. And while the Chamber of Commerce administers this on behalf of the city, we're proud to have the city present you with a resolution courtesy of our council member, Hugo Soto Martinez. So, Council Member Soto Martinez, come on up. This is Who wants to swear? It's one more thing. Would you get going? All right, Director Carpenter said, would you get going already? So, on behalf of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, it is my honor and pleasure to declare today John Carpenter Day in Hollywood! Thank you very much. In 1968, I was a skinny kid from Bowling Green, Kentucky, walking these streets. I was looking for a career in Hollywood. Well, I found my career, and today I have found Hollywood. Thank you so much to the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce for this place on this sacred boulevard where people and dogs can pee on me I didn't need some. Thank you very much, guys. Let's have lunch. Well, that's not all people do on the stars on Hollywood Boulevard, but 10 million visitors a year come here, and now they'll get to see.
Well, literally, when Myers grabbed you as you were going around the corner, as a kid seeing this, I'm like, that's the last kid I ever want to be.
I gotta say, and you know what, all kidding aside, I love the fact that Carpenter had, Nick Castle was in the mask and he was actually wearing the mask when we did that. And of course, I guess they really wanted to make sure that I was freaked out sufficiently, and it worked, because that mask, even in the daylight of Pasadena in '78, it's freaky. And I remember, even when I watched it for the first time in the screening, even though I knew what was going to happen, and you know that it's just make-believe, you get caught up, especially with Carpenter's score and just the whole thing.
This has been an episode of the Horror Nerds Comedy Podcast, brought to you by Horror Nerds Productions, copyright 2025. Produced and hosted by Anthony Landry, Bonnie Marie Williams, and Samantha Hale, with producer Adam Malloy and marketing by Joe White. Thank you to Spencer Charnas and Ice Nine Kills for the use of Welcome to Horrorwood in our opening and closing credits. To our sponsor, the Magic Oil Box LLC. To our partners, Maria, Adam, and Isaac, who don't love horror, but love us. And to all of our listeners, until next time, we'll be right back.